Hey everyone, welcome to Team H Travels. I'm Mac.
And I'm T.
And we're going to be breaking down what we think brings the best bang for your buck
for these Florida theme park annual passes.
Stay tuned. Hey everyone, so we're back. So first up on the list we're going to go over is Disney.
So before we talk about Disney, for whoever is just tuning in, just know we're going to talk about the three main theme park franchises in Florida.
That's Disney,
Universal, and Busch Gardens.
Right.
We're not going to be talking about no off-brand theme park. We ain't got no time for that. So Disney is the first annual pass that we ever got and everything. So we're going to just talk about that first. Mm-hmm. Also, for anybody who might be watching who's from out of state, these are Florida resident rates.
Unfortunately.
So even though you can buy, for instance, for Disney, the Platinum Plus pass,
they're just going to be different prices.
It'll be a different price.
Right.
So, starting off with the Platinum Plus, it's $849 with a down payment of $129. All the Disney passes have a down payment of $129, from the biggest to the smallest.
Per ticket or per person?
Per ticket per person. And so it'll be $64.60 a month per person. Ages 3 and up is how Disney does it all for these annual passes. You get everything. So you get all 4 parks. You get you also get the water parks, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. Good job.
Hey.
Wide world of sports. And then you also get the golfing. You also get the photo pass downloads, 20% off of dining, 20% off of merchandise, and also parking. Free parking. All the Disney passes get free parking, which is great. And so that's the Platinum Plus. That is the highest tier, full regalia. Can't go no higher than that.
It's also important to note that, like we said, the base price per ticket is $129, and then you pay monthly. For all of these tickets that we're going over, you don't end up paying, there's no interest if you're paying monthly. So if you don't want to pay it all up front, you can make monthly payments and you're not paying more for the ticket.
And it's one down payment. So when you, say you renew, and we'll talk about this a little bit more later with the other annual passes, but when you renew, if you paid your down payment and then started going on like a payment plan, the next year you don't have to pay the down payment again. If you say you're paying $20 a month, you'll pay $20 a month until you extinguish your pass as if it was a fire. Next pass, the Platinum Pass. It's $100 cheaper and the monthly payment is $55.73. The only difference between this pass and the Platinum Plus is that you don't get the
wide world of sports or the water parks
or the golfing. So there's no blockout dates either. So it's a good pass if you don't find yourself going to water parks like that, or if you like the other water parks in Orlando and stuff better, then save yourself a couple dollars or whatever, like $10 a month or whatever. So now we're getting into the Florida resident only passes.
So these are passes, of course, that can only be purchased by Florida residents.
Yeah.
The others can be purchased by people from out of state, but
they're more expensive.
Yeah, it's a discount for the Florida residents.
Yeah. So for instance, Platinum Plus for Florida residents, $849. Out of staters is $994 or something weird. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the gold. Okay, so the blackout dates are also starting with these.
Right, there are blackout dates for the first two.
No, but yeah. So the gold has the least amount of blackout dates for the Florida resident only passes. We're not going to go through the blackout calendar because it's going to change from year to year. Just know that there's blackout dates and there's less of them with this one. It is $609, and it's $43.30 a month. You pretty much get the same thing as the Platinum Pass, whereby you get all 4 theme parks, Disney Photo Pass download, 20% off select dining, 20% off merchandise and parking. But the biggest difference here is that you have blockout dates, and the other one, which is $140 more, you don't. So say you want. So
it's almost like you're paying extra just so you don't get
any blackout dates. Okay. And so especially if you want to go during high season like Christmas and something like that, you only get a certain time off and you want to go and whatever, you don't got to worry about a blackout date. Okay. Next to that is the Silver Pass. Very, very, very similar to the Gold, except you have more blackout dates. It's literally the exact same thing, just more blackout dates. It's $479 and it's $31.77 a month. Like I said before, same down payment. Moving on, the Disney Theme Park Select Pass. So this, you could go to select theme parks at select times of the year. That's kind of weird. So and it varies by theme park what park you can go to at what kind of year or what time of year. So that's kind of, I don't know.
But there's still a discount applies to that, right?
Yeah, you still get discounts off of dining and merchandise and of course parking. This one's $439 and $28.22 a month if you do the payment plan with the standard down payment of $129.
It seems to me like the further we go down the list, the closer you are to Orlando, I think the cheaper plan you should select. Because if you're someone that stays in Orlando, you can go whenever you want. You get a cheaper plan because you don't have to go during high season.
Right.
The further away from Orlando you stay, then you probably want to get the more expensive pass.
You want more flexibility.
Exactly.
And that's where we found ourselves, before when we first started traveling to the area, is that we needed a more flexible pass. Okay, so next is the weekday select pass. So same rules apply in terms that you can go to all 4 theme parks on the same day, but you only get admission during certain times of year, Monday through Friday. So that's why it's weekday select. $319 and $17.57 a month, $129 down payment. And then the last one that we're going to discuss, because the other 2 are water park passes, is the Epcot After 4 annual pass. So you get admission for a year to Epcot any day after 4 p.m.
But it's only Epcot.
Only Epcot. And so you could, but you can go to the Epcot events and festivals. You could go to Food and Wine. You can go to Flower and Garden and the Christmas thing they do. So, and you also get 20% off select dining, 20% off merchandise, and of course your parking. That one is $289, $14.90 a month. So, just a short discussion about these passes before we go to Universal. It's great that they all have parking because theme park parking is expensive. You're not going to pay any less than $20 to $25 to park, in the parks and stuff. And especially if you, Disney, though, even if you do buy a standard ticket, once you pay once and you go to another park, your parking will apply. But still, like, if you could save, I should say, $25.
And what we're going to do at the end of the video is we're going to break down basically the most expensive plan that each park offers and see how long it takes you to recoup that money back. So if you were to go and you stayed on Disney or you stayed up in Orlando for a week and you went to all the parks for a week, how many times would you have to visit a park before you made that money back? But we'll do that at the end. Next up is Universal.
So they have 4 passes that Florida residents can take advantage of. This annual pass structure is different from Disney in the sense that every down payment is different. And then also when you are going to renew, it's set up differently.
Exactly. So once you renew the pass, instead of them taking that down payment and keeping it like we stated for Disney, they take the entire balance for that annual pass and then they divide it up into 12 equal payments. So your monthly payment for the next year is going to be higher than it was the first year. It's important to know.
Yeah, so you're going to find yourself, I'm only paying $25 a month for my annual pass. This is dope. And then the next year, you're paying $50 a month for that same pass. Right. So just keep that in mind. This one might be something that you would probably be better off just paying off outright if you can. Anyway, so I guess I'll go from the top to the bottom like I did.
For Disney, same thing?
For Disney, yeah. Okay. So
the first one is the seasonal?
No. The first one is the Premier Annual Pass. These are only the 2 parks. Okay, no island. What's the water park called again?
Cabana Bay?
No, that's the hotel.
Volcano.
Volcano. Okay, yes. We know it. We know it.
Combined, we know it.
Yes, with our powers combined. This is the top of the line pass that Universal has to offer. It is $509.99. The down payment is $271.57, and you're going to pay.
That's for one ticket.
For one ticket, and you're going to pay $24.69 a month for the first year, and I'm going to say that because of obvious reasons. You get hotel room discount. You get a Halloween Horror Night ticket.
It doesn't say the percentage for the hotel room, right?
I mean, somewhere, but...
And there's not like... Is there a standard percentage that you get off, like, for all items on Universal property? I don't think so. Or is there?
I don't see it.
It's not listed on the website.
But you do get free self-parking. It's harder to navigate. It says you do get discounts, like discounted food and merchandise and stuff, but
it just doesn't list a percentage.
It doesn't like have it listed very readily available. We are docking for website surfability too. Is that a word? Surfability? I'm not good with technology. He's a technology
we just made
person.
it up.
Surfability. Put it in Webster. Anyway, so that's the Premier Pass. You get everything, and you also get a Halloween Horror Nights ticket. But you can only use it for one night. You can't like go to Horror Nights like willy-nilly. You could only go one time and then that's it. And that doesn't include your speed pass, which you need for Horror Nights.
I was going to say there's no fast passes included. So that's one thing with Disney, very important to remember. Whenever you purchase a ticket through Disney, you can get fast passes. So if you have an annual pass and you plan ahead, you can book, or you can, I think you get up to 3 fast passes in a day. Well, you get 3 concurrent fast passes, and then once you run out of those 3, you can add another one. So that's important because that helps you skip long lines. Pretty makes your
some
trip
of the
more
other
efficient.
cool things though that you can get with the Premier Pass is that you can get valet and prime self parking after your first visit. You can get early park admission year round. You get, like I said, the free Horror Nights ticket, and then of course you get admission to select special events and concerts. Select being the operative word, and then you also get discounts on special event tickets, which is what everybody gets. Everybody who has these Universal annual passes gets discounts on special events, discounts on hotel rooms, and that's it. All right, so that's the Premier Pass. The Preferred Pass, which is $359.99, has a down payment of $191.70 and is $17.43 per month per year. You get park to park admission with no blockout dates. You get free and discounted self parking after your first visit. So you don't get the discounted parking the first visit.
So it's more like $360 plus $25 because you're gonna have to pay that.
Yeah,
Or I guess that $191 down payment plus $25. So it's like $215.
It's math.
It's like $215.70.
So and then for you get early park admission sometimes. So you get you could get early park admission with the Preferred Pass, but blockout dates apply with this. So I'm assuming, I'm not looking at the calendar, but I'm assuming that you're not going to get the early park admission during high season. That's just business. You do not get a Horror Nights ticket, but everything else is the same.
So the major difference between the Premier and the Preferred is the Horror Nights ticket and what else? What's the main other thing? There's
okay,
no
so you don't get the
Premier.
valet parking, and you don't get the Universal Express after 4.
Mm-hmm. And blackout dates, right?
And no, there's no blackout dates. There's only blackout dates for early admission.
Gotcha. Okay, so one thing that we wanted to fix. So there's something called Universal Express Pass, right?
Universal Express.
Express. And so we were wrong earlier when we said that only with Disney you get fast passes that you can use. However, with Disney you can book, or you can what's the word I want to say?
You can pre-book your fast pass with Disney.
Exactly. So you could do this months in advance. I think up to 2 months, 60 days in advance.
Yeah.
For this, it's more so it's like an after 4 p.m. type thing.
And it's only for the Premier Florida Pass.
So if you show up after 4 o'clock p.m., then you can skip the lines.
So we talked about the Premier and we talked about the Preferred.
Right.
Now the Power Pass. Pardon me. So this is when the blackout dates start to apply.
Well, there are blackout dates for the Preferred, right?
Only for early admission.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
This is just for anything. So, say you wanted to go to Islands Adventure on December 24th.
Right.
You'd probably have a blackout date. The only thing that you also get from that long list of options is you get discounts on hotel rooms. Like I said, that's what all the passes get. You get discount on special events, which is what all the passes get. But you can get admissions to concerts too. So that's it. And then last one, which is
for this one, the down payment was $170.40, and it cost $319.99, and it was $15.49 per month.
Year one.
Okay.
And then the last one, which is a seasonal pass, is $269.99. The down payment is $143.78, and you're gonna pay $13.07 a month for the first year. This one, you have more blockout dates, and you can get the hotel room discount, and you can get the theme park special event ticket discount, but that's it.
And there's more blackout days for this one.
More blackout dates. So the only one that you get, keep in mind, guys, if parking is something that is important to you to have at least a discount on, you're not going to get a discount or free parking unless you get the preferred or the premier. And
which is important because
that's after the first time you use it. Yeah.
Parking is usually about $20 to $25.
And it oscillates because they have an LED screen, so they can change that price every day.
So, but if you're going to these parks, let's say you go there 5 days, that's already $100 to $125 that you spent. So that may be the difference. That's already the difference between the seasonal and the preferred almost. So if you're going to go there a lot, it may be more beneficial for you to get the preferred, but that higher down payment is really the kicker.
Yeah.
So last up is SeaWorld. So SeaWorld, obviously this is going to be SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, and Aquatica.
No water parks, babe, remember?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay. So SeaWorld and Busch Gardens kind of had a weird, I don't want to say weird.
Just different from the other.
It's different in the sense that you could kind of a la carte it. So when I was buying our annual pass, for instance, I picked the green pass. They don't have a green pass. Say I picked the green pass. Then as you check out, they say, oh, for $5 more, you can add 2 more parks.
So it's just more customizable.
So yeah, it's customizable and stuff, and so that's cool. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the pre-made on the menu items. So from the top tier, you have the Platinum Annual Pass. There's no down payments.
For
which is
any
cool.
of their tickets, yeah.
So you have unlimited admission to 11 parks for 12 months, which includes Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, and Williamsburg, SeaWorld and Aquatica Orlando,
San Antonio and San Diego, because they have parks in different states. So that's actually pretty
Adventure
important.
Island, Water County, USA, and Sesame Place. I don't know why. I never even heard of Water County.
Well, now you know. But either way, that's very important to know because you can take this pass with you across the U.S. and go to different places. The Disney is only in Florida, and Universal is only in Florida, even though Disney has a theme park in California.
SeaWorld. Okay. You also get 15% off dining and merchandise. You get 10% off of quick queue, select tours, and in-park experiences. So you get 10% off your Fast Pass. You get 2 free guest tickets with blackout dates. You get 50% off.
Up to 6
Up
guest
to
tickets.
6. Holy smokes. You get 1 free annual photo key, 1 free annual animal encounter, exclusive platinum benefits, which include free ride again privileges at select rides and free reserved seating at select shows. You also get free admission to the 2019 event lineup, which includes Food and Wine Festival, Kids Weekend, Beer Fest, and Christmas Town. And lastly, you get free preferred parking.
Well, that last line is just not the preferred parking, but everything that they stated. You don't pay extra to go to Food and Wine Festival, Kids Weekends, or Beer Fest, so you would have gotten it anyways.
So, for
it's
instance,
just marketing.
Yeah. Well, no, okay. For the special event that Universal has, which is the biggest one being Halloween Horror Nights, you got to pay extra for that for for 75% of their annual passes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, so let's say if I wanted to go to Disney's Food and Wine Festival, I just show up during the Food and Wine Festival, buy a ticket, and I get in.
Right.
The same thing here for Busch Gardens.
Oh, yeah,
if I just showed up, I don't pay extra to get into it. Universal, you pay extra. So I'm saying that's just marketing because you would get in
anyway. Yeah. Right. That's true. Okay, and so the grand total for that is $359.88 or $29.99 a month.
So that's actually pretty fair.
We're not going to talk about our opinions yet.
That's cheaper. Clearly, from all the figures that we just now stated,
cheaper.
Has nothing to do with opinions. Factual.
Facts on facts.
It's not an opinion if it's the truth.
Okay, so we have the gold annual pass now, which is a bump down. You get, you know what? I should have given the price of the other one first. So that, it was more dramatic that way, though. Let me continue in this fashion. So you get unlimited admission for 12 months. You get 10% off quick queue, select tours, and in-park experiences. You get 2 free guest tickets, 50% off of up to 6 guest tickets, 1 free annual photo key, 1 free annual encounter, 15% off of dining and merchandise, free preferred parking, free admission to all the events. Okay, so the biggest difference here is that you don't get Williamsburg and across the universe stuff.
But you actually get with the gold annual pass, you get a bigger percentage off for dining and merchandise. It's 15% off with the gold. It's only 10% off for the platinum.
No, babe, you're looking at silver. Platinum is 15% off. This is platinum, babe.
Which one were we looking at?
Gold.
So this is 15% off.
And this is also 15% off.
So which is okay? You scrolled up. I'm sorry.
Giving the people the wrong information. You guys disregard that.
Whatever.
So the biggest difference is that you don't get to go to Williamsburg and stuff, and then you also don't get the ride again privileges and the reserved seating at shows. Grand total $215.88 and $17.99 a month.
And just to clarify, are these prices Florida resident only prices?
These are Florida resident.
Okay.
Okay, next up is the silver annual pass. Unlimited admission for 12 months. You get the food and wine. You get general parking. You get 10% off of dining and merchandise. You get 10% off of the quick queue. You get 1 free guest. Now we're down to 1 free guest.
And 50% off up to 3 guest tickets.
3 guests. Instead of 6. Grand total, $179.88.
But it's still free general parking.
Yeah, free general parking. $179.88, $14.99 a month. Lastly is the bronze, which is the lowest of the low. You don't get free parking, but you get 50% off of parking. Mm-hmm. You also have blockout dates that apply.
So there were no other blackout dates for the other passes?
No, never was that word mentioned until just now. You get, you still get your food and wine and stuff like that. You get 10% off of dining and merchandise, 10% off of the quick queue. That will come out to $131.88 and $10.99 a month. So the easy pay monthly payment options, keep in mind, guys, are only available for Florida residents. So good to be from Florida.
So we went ahead and did a little bit of math so we could see which one is more economical. It gives you the best bang for your buck. To simplify things, we did the Platinum Pass from Disney. This is the one that doesn't include access to the wide world of sports or the water parks. And we did the Platinum Pass for Busch Gardens. This one does include a water park, but it's their most expensive option, and it's not that expensive. So just to simplify things, we're just going to tell you guys, we did the Platinum Pass for Disney, Platinum Pass for Busch Gardens, and the Premier Pass from Universal. So the Platinum Pass from Disney with tax, if you just paid for it outright, whatever, the total would be $797.69. Okay, it's about $800. The Premier Pass from Universal is $542.14, and the Platinum Pass for Busch Gardens is $396.87. Important to note for all 3 of these passes, that was just including tax. However, for Busch Gardens, there was a $10 service fee. So just throwing that out there. Anyways, so what we did is we compared a single day pass to the total to see how many times you would basically have to go to the park before you ended up making your money back. So like we said, for the Disney Platinum Pass, it was $797.69. A single day ticket, we did it for tomorrow, which would be $133.13. That's with tax.
No park hopper option because that would be more expensive.
Exactly. So just your basic single day ticket plus the $25 you would have to pay for parking. So that's $153.13. When you divide the $797.69 by $153.13, you basically would have to go 5.2 times. But because you can't go 0.2 times, we just rounded up to 6. So you'd have to go 6 times to Disney Park to make your money back. Not bad. For Universal, we did $543.14 divided by $147.48. That's the $122.48 for the single day ticket plus the $25 for the parking. So once we divided that, it would be 3.68 or 4 times you would have to go to Universal to make your money back. For Busch Gardens, we did the $396.87 divided by the $107.63, which is the single day park ticket plus $20 for parking, and that gives you a total of $127.63. So we divided the $396.87 by the $127.63. You'd have to go 3.1 or 4 times. It really sucks that at least when you do the math on paper, it seems like Busch Gardens and Universal are really that close. But for the value, it's not even close.
So we have experience with all the 3 of these annual pass modalities. And like I said, we started off with Disney, then Universal, then Busch Gardens. In my opinion, obviously this is an opinion video, Busch Gardens seems to be the most well-rounded in terms of what you get.
But it's not an opinion if it's a fact. It's the truth. It's just the truth. You get 11 parks for $396.87. It's the cheapest option and you're getting the most access to parks. So.
Right, and you get the festivals and you have free parking and stuff. If you're wanting to compare the most similar parks, at least in Florida, you have to compare the Universal and the Busch Gardens annual pass because of the fact that each of those only have 2 parks. So if you're having to go to 2 parks and only be able to choose from 2 parks in Florida, Busch Gardens just seems like it's a lot better.
It's a better deal. But I think it's important to note, on paper, I think that it's a really good deal. And we just went to Busch Gardens this past weekend. It was nice. It was fun. We went to the Food and Wine Festival. We posted a video for you guys. Check that out. But it's important to note that even though Disney's the most expensive out of all of these, the experience at Disney it's
bar none.
Uncomparable. Yeah, it's just a better experience. Like, the parks are cleaner, the staff is happier, the experience is just nicer, the parks, everything just looks really good. Not to say that Universal and Busch Gardens doesn't, but it's just a cut above.
They put
else.
So much effort into like the customer service experience. To the point where they have conventions for healthcare even on how to provide good customer service. And you can see that throughout the park. I think all of these companies are great companies. Let me just first off say that because, they've all done their part in providing a very cohesive and like inclusive experience when you go there. But, we've frequented all of these parks throughout our adulthood and stuff over the past forever years, and Disney it's very immersive.
Yeah,
it's the most immersive.
Disney World, right?
Voila.
So, but I mean, if you're someone that you just want to get on rides, you don't care about that, the experience. Like, definitely for like I wouldn't say a teenager, but like maybe someone in their early 20s to late teens.
An adolescent.
I think, Busch Gardens is a much better ticket because it's just full of thrill rides.
And you're going to get,
at SeaWorld.
If you're looking for thrill rides, automatically Busch Gardens should be it for you. And like,
and then Disney, that's definitely more family centric. You get everything. You get your thrill rides, you get your, I don't want to say kiddie rides, but you get your shows. That's also very important. Disney has a lot of shows, which are underrated. I really didn't go to many shows prior to meeting T, but they're nice experiences. So definitely.
Yeah, they got good shows, man. I love me some Disney shows. And I don't really like roller coasters. I will feel froggy from time to time and get on a roller coaster. Like, 2 weeks ago we were at SeaWorld and I went on the Manta and I about died. So that'll be the last roller coaster I go on for a while. But so for me, I'm looking for other things. So now SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, they have the Seven Seas Food Festival and they have the Food and Wine and they have like, they're even bringing Earth, Wind and Fire to Seven Seas Food Festival and stuff like that. So that's something that I would really enjoy doing. And then like Disney, they've got my moderately paced rides. Like, so I could get on Everest and I can get on Avatar and stuff. So I feel like there's more variety there.
Yeah, there's more for
somebody
everyone.
who's chicken like me.
Exactly. But also with another thing to stay with Busch Gardens is when they had their food and wine festivals, they do have these vouchers so that you actually end up saving money in the long run depending on how many meals you get and depending on how you space them out. Like if you purchase, like we did, the voucher for $40, if you get every meal that you get is $5 or above, you can break even at $5. Or if you get something for $7 at every station, you actually end up saving money. So I don't know.
And Busch Gardens also has, even if they don't have the food festival, they have an all-day dining plan that's like $35 and you can just unlimited eat everywhere in Busch Gardens if you want. So bottom line is, I think all of these parks, first of all, just organically have something that they can offer every type of person. Because, you know, we kind of didn't really highlight Universal that much, but we love the Wizarding World. I mean, they did a phenomenal job. We just wish it was bigger. But anyway, if you just want to go and just nerd out in the Wizarding World, which we've done a bunch of times, we've just bypassed everything in Universal and just went straight to Wizarding World before, you know, so that's in and of itself is something that somebody else may find to be all that they need.
So we got to give out two different, this was called, you know, we're supposed to try to tell you guys the best bang for your buck. So for sure, the most economical pass here is
the Busch Gardens,
right? Hands down. But I think the best experience you're going to get between all three of these
is Disney.
Right? That leaves Universal in the middle, unfortunately. I just don't like, it's good that all of them, they have different price structures too. But I don't know. I think that Universal just needs to work on their structure a little bit more. And I don't like the way that for the second year, the price goes up for some people. You know, I think Disney's bigger than them, and
that's
they don't
kind
have
of a
that,
hit
yeah.
on their like I want to say customer. I don't want to say customer service, but I guess customer satisfaction. You can say
customer retention.
Yeah, because I don't know, it just kind of made me feel a kind of way, a bit like, why would you do that? You know, not to mention I have experience with other annual passes, so it's like, okay, so I'm getting more for the base bottom annual pass that I could possibly get for Disney, for instance, and you know they didn't raise my fee by twice the amount, you know.
So this is Teammates Travels. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what your thoughts are. What do you guys think is the best economical decision? What do you guys think is the best experience? If you're a Florida resident, do you have these passes? Let us know your thoughts. Anything you want to add?
No.
All right. I'm Mac.
And I'm T.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.